So now we can see कि जो order मैंने small parts feed में 00027 save किया था, it has been automatically carry forward to small part production. All we have to do is to enter the stitch quantity, which would be like 7,348 pieces. And same goes for I am going to select the date, which would be 1st of October. And without any other weight or any other alteration, I'm going to save the order. So you can see the record has been successfully saved. So you can see that right after saving that particular order, that order has been vanished from this domain, from this cell, small part production. So now we can carry forward the thing towards the stitching induction. And stitching induction में आप देख सकते हैं कि if I will refresh the things, so the same order has been appeared in that way. And all we have to do is the same thing. We have to put forward the stitch quantity. For suppose we have got the 7,000 pieces quantity in stitching, and the date would be 5th of October, right? And we have no need to fill any other quantity. And right after fulfilling these two values, like the changing the date and the stitch quantity, I'm going to save this. Okay. So record has been successfully saved. Right after stitching induction, you can just go for the stitching production, and you can just refresh the form. And you can see that the order which I have saved previously with 7,000 pieces, it has been appeared over here. And now I'm going to put the value with the same pieces like 7,000, and the date would be 5th of October. And without putting any other value, I'm going to save it straight away. So here I would like to brief you people कि अभी तक हमने 4 forms को fill किया है, जिसमें small part feed, you can people see small part feed के बाद we have just go for the small part production, and then we go for stitching induction and stitching production. These all forms you can found in the catalog of production. Okay, so moving towards the GDP production, it's one of the process of washing basically. And right after refreshing the thing, we can find the same order with 7,000 pieces in the washing GDP. So in GDP we have to fulfill the quantity, for how much quantity we are going to process the washing process, and the shift would be not defined. Similarly, if we can see, okay, there are 4 types of washers which is being mentioned over here in the drop down list. So you can select any of them, just like I'm selecting the special effect, and I'm just going to select the date of 5th of October, right? So right after making these 3 changing, I'm just going to save this order for the further procedures. Okay, you can see the record has been successfully saved. Right after this, we are going to move towards washing production. And in washing production, all I have to do is just to refresh the form, and I can see that this order, which I have been, proceeding from the small part feed to other procedures, and now it has been reached to washing production. So here in this form, I have to perform the same thing. I have to give the quantity, that how much pieces I have go through from the wash. And similarly, I have to mention the date as well, and I have to save it. Okay. Right after washing production, the other procedure which I am going to perform is finishing production, and I have just opened the form, and I have to refresh the form, and you can see that this order has been appeared on this list. Okay, so here the things are bit tricky and bit you can say interesting as well. So I will elaborate in a very brief way so you people can have a better idea okay, how you have to proceed the thing. So right now over here, what you have to do exactly is you have to start from the button revert, and you have to give the quantity, and you have to give the shift along with the date, and you have to save it as. All right. Similarly, again, you will follow the same thing for labeling. with the same procedure, and you have to save it as well. I will perform the same operation for 7 times because we have 7 different operations in finishing. So we are going to perform the operation for 7 times. Okay. So right after this, we have the other pressing. So for pressing, we are going to give the same pieces, and we are going to save it. Basically, the major motive behind doing it one by one and to save it, basically to perform all the operations one by one on all of the pieces which we have selected in the stitching procedure. Okay, so here you can see that the order has been done. Now it will be appear in the packing production. So in packing production, we have to perform the same operation. We have to give them the packing quantity, which would be 7,000. And the date would be, let's suppose it would be 10th of October, and we are going to save the order. Okay. So this is the whole procedure of production in denim or in any garment industry. Whenever they want to produce or whenever they want to have a huge production in lump or in lots, so at that point, at that step, they have to follow these procedures. They have to start from the small part, and then they have to go through to the small part for production, then stitching induction, and then they have to go through from the stitching production, GDP production, and then they have to select the washing production and finishing. Right after that, the last procedure is the packing production, which I have performed in front of you people. So right after packing the things and the procedure is done, so now we are going to perform the OGP. OGP stands for outward gate pass. जिस तरह से कोई भी प्रोडक्ट जब फैक्ट्री से आउट होती है तो उसका एक आउटवर्ड गेट पास बनता है, एंड सेम गोज फॉर अगर वो इनसाइड जो है वो कोई भी चीज आ रही है तो उसका आईजीपी बनता है, विच इज स्टैंड फॉर इनवर्ड गेट पास. तो अभी हमने चूंकि SMS 00027 ऑर्डर को कंप्लीट किया है, तो अब हम जो है जो इसके वेंडर हैं इसको हम फॉरवर्ड करेंगे यही जो ऑर्डर है. तो उसके लिए हम जो है इस ओजीपी की जो है वो डिटेल जो है वो उसको फुलफिल करेंगे. इसमें हम अपनी व्हीकल टाइप देंगे. Then we are going to fill the whole form, just like we are sending it to ABC Private Limited. I'm just filling a dummy entry for you people, and we will give the address, receipt number 12345, vehicle number ABC 5678, voyage, it would be by road, carrier name, it would be any XYZ. The concerned person would be Mr. ABC. Remarks, it would be delivered within an hour. BT number, it would be 1234567 or whatsoever you want to fill it. Then the seal number, then the container number, the driver license, driver cell phone number, driver CNSC number, As you have seen that I have filled all the quantities which were required to be filled. So now I'm gonna save it with the